So Kathy will be speaking out of the Better Speakers series, and it's a level 4 project in Pathways as an elective. It's controlling your fear, and the time is 10 to 15 minutes. Let's welcome Kathy on how to control our fear.
Thank you, Jim. Today, I'm going to talk about the fear of public speaking. Let's talk about it. Let me begin with a confession. Most of the time, I'm terrified to speak in front of a group. I'm terrified that I'll forget something. I'm terrified that I'll stumble, and I'm terrified of looking bad. And apparently, I'm not alone. Most people would rather do anything than give a speech. Most people would rather get a root canal. Some would rather clean out a refrigerator full of rotting food without gloves. I hope you haven't had to do that. And some would rather pretend that their Wi-Fi froze right when they were called on. Let me ask you, have you ever felt nervous? Raise your hand. Do it. Not? Okay. Raise your hand. We only have a couple? Wow. Even if you're on Zoom, raise your hand. Look at that. We are all members of the Please Don't Call on Me Club. We're praying. And yet, here we are. Because sooner or later, life asks us to speak before we're ready. At work, at meetings, at interviews, at celebrations, in difficult conversations. Sometimes right here in Toastmasters, because fear may tell you you are not ready. Confidence says, begin anyway. I know not having confidence means you need to know what you're going to say, and you shouldn't be fearful. Even after years of presenting to executives and leadership groups, I still felt nervous before speaking. My heart was pounding, my mouth was dry. My brain was gone. Frozen. I couldn't think of anything to say. My words were missing. My thoughts were scrambled. If you ever felt that way, you are normal. Yay! Great. So good to feel normal. That feeling does not mean something is wrong with you. It means that you care about doing well, that you don't want to look bad. And here's the truth. Fear is not the problem. Fear is a signal that you care about looking good. The real problem that most people believe in this lie. The lie is, I must feel confident before I begin. That's backwards. Confidence usually does not come first. Action comes first. Action comes first. Confidence grows after you act. The people who grow confidence are not always fearless. They simply begin. Many people misunderstood or misunderstand confidence. They think confidence means feeling calm, sounding polished, being perfect, having no fear. It doesn't mean that at all. Confidence means being willing to speak, even if you aren't ready. But that doesn't mean you're unprepared. Preparation matters. Practice matters. In fact, preparation gives you the courage to begin taking action. You may never feel ready, but you can still be prepared. And many times, you'll still have to begin before confidence arises. Before you walk in front of the room or go in front of an audience on Zoom, make sure you unmute Zoom. Do 4 things. Maybe first, breathe, 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 breathe. 1 slow breath in. Everybody take the breath in and breathe out. We all know how to do that. It's pretty normal. That tells your body that you are safe. Second, relax. Drop your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Loosen your hands because nervous energy shows up physically first. Third, remember your first line. Know exactly how you want to begin. The first few seconds are usually the hardest because fear is the loudest at the beginning. The strong opening line gives your mind something familiar to hold on to. Excuse me, that last glass of water did me in. Instead of worrying about the entire speech, focus on the first sentence. Then the next one will come, and the next. You do not have to remember the entire speech. You only need to begin. Take action. Not perfectly, just willingly, because confidence is built after the beginning, not before it. Fourth, focus. When fear shows up, your attention immediately turns inward to yourself. You may have thoughts like, how do I look? Do I sound nervous? What if I mess up? Fear grows when the spotlight stays on you. Instead, shift your focus back to the audience. What do they need to hear? What can they take away from this? How can I connect with them? Because confidence grows when your focus shifts away from yourself and helping others. And remind yourself, they're not judging me, they're listening. During the speech, when fear shows up, after preparing, fear still may show up. Your heart races, your thoughts scatter, you lose your place. That doesn't mean you stop. It means you slow down and begin again. Number 1, slow down. Confidence slows you down. Pause. Continue. Most audiences most speakers are the ones who are afraid of pausing. Fear says, when you pause, panic. Panic. Confidence says, pause and continue. Then it tells you that, wonder if I mess up? What if I forget something? Can people tell I'm nervous? This is the moment to recenter yourself. How? Slow down. Take one breath. Pause for a second. Relax your shoulders. Then focus on your next sentence, not the entire speech. That helps bring you back to the moment instead of spiraling into fear. And remember, one calm moment can reset your entire speech. Third, keep going. If you lose your place, pause and cough. Okay. Take a breath. Continue. Do not mistake one difficult moment for a failed speech. Nope, don't do that. Take action. Keep taking action. Audiences are more forgiving than speakers think. In fact, audiences often connect more with authenticity than perfection. They remember sincerity. They remember courage. And many times they do not even notice the mistakes that you think are obvious. So keep going, because confidence is built not through perfect speeches. Confidence is built through continuing. One sentence, one breath, one beginning at a time. Let me tell you about something that's happened to me. Yikes, in a speech that really bombed. I had to do an important presentation in front of senior management and a board of directors. I knew the topic. I had experience in this area, so I assumed I'd be fine. Without practicing, I just winged it. And I began speaking. And within seconds, my mind went completely blank. I had no idea what I should say. Not partially blank, completely blank. And in the moment, I learned something important. Experience helps, but in preparation creates confidence. I also remember a time watching a Toastmaster who was clearly nervous. Her hands were tight, her voice was shaky. And I thought, she is not going to make it. But she stayed with it. She breathed, slowed down. She kept on going. And then something shifted. Her voice grew stronger. Her confidence grew. And by the end, she owned the room. Not because fear disappeared, but because she began anyway. And once she began, confidence started catching up. So if you remember nothing else today, breathe, prepare, recenter, begin. And just breathe, take a deep breath, and relax your body. Prepare. Remember your first line and focus on your audience. Recenter. Slow down your body and your mind. One calm moment can reset your entire speech. Begin. It takes one sentence at a time. So the next time fear shows up, remember this. Fear may tell you you're not ready. Confidence says begin again. Here's my challenge to you. This week, say yes one time, one opportunity that you might normally avoid. Ask the question, share the idea, volunteer to present, speak up in a meeting, start a conversation. Before you begin, breathe, relax, prepare, focus, practice, and show up. Let your voice shake if it has to. You do not have to feel perfectly ready, but you have to be prepared and then begin anyway, because confidence is taking action while fear is still there. One breath, one sentence, one beginning at a time. Thank you.